Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to learn about registration of business under the Employees Provident Fund Act 1952, also known as the EPF Act. Introduction. The Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952, commonly referred to as the EPF Act, applies to the whole of India. This law mainly applies to factories and offices that employ a certain number of workers. The Act applies to any factory that carries out work listed in Schedule 1 of the government notification, such as industries including textiles, chemicals, cement and similar sectors, and that employs 20 or more employees. The Act also applies to any other type of establishment, not limited to factories, that has 20 or more workers if the central government notifies it in the official gazette. Once a company or factory becomes covered under this law, it continues to remain covered even if the number of workers later falls below 20. In simple terms, this law ensures that employees working in factories or offices with 20 or more workers receive Provident Fund, also known as PF, benefits. The government also has the authority to extend this law to smaller establishments if required, or if both the employer and the employees agree. Once an establishment comes under this law, it must continue to comply with its provisions.
Eligibility criteria. The Act applies without exception to all 8 northeastern states, namely Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, and Sikkim. Eligibility for registration under the EPF Act is based on the following conditions. Type of establishment, such as a factory or any other establishment as defined under Schedule 1.
Number of employees, which must be 20 or more. Documents required: PAN card of the proprietor, business address proof, business certificate such as shop and establishment certificate or GST certificate, digital signature certificate, also known as DSC, cancelled check. Deadline: there is no expiration date for registration under the EPF Act. Once a company or factory comes under this law, it cannot stop being covered even if the number of workers later falls below 20. Thanks for watching this video.